Some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, down to the field. The Gamecocks will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Oregon's offense will get the ball first. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Williams will pass. That's reeled in. It's Hoffman. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Well, the defense dialed up the blitz. Quarterback knew he was going to get hit, but he also knew it was man coverage, so he found his best matchup. He got it out of his hands early, right before getting smacked to get that completion.
And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle and make a play on the ball.
Thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Going to the running game. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Williams looking for a man. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Nice coverage. Again, great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
So South Carolina's offense will go to work. Time today. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming this football game, man, you know this is going to be a get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Sellers. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have...
There he goes! And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
I know there's a lot of people out there when they see 4th and inches, they're thinking QB sneak, push, but not this offense. They've got conventional ways. They can turn around, hand the football off, and rip off an explosive play like they did there.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that one.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. He'll set up to throw. Pulls it in. It's Sellers. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Clark. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on 3rd. Unleashes one deep. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. A quick tackle made, and he's got plenty for the first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space. It's Watson. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He leaves it with his back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a 1st and goal.
That is so deflating on defense, too, because in your own red zone, 3rd down, you need to make a stop. You know they're going to throw to the weapon at tight end, but it's one thing to draw it up on the blackboard. It's another thing to go execute and prevent that guy from catching the ball. He's so big. He's so athletic. You could have the perfect play call on, and he's still picking up the first.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
After getting nothing, it's second and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This is a money play on third and goal. Slams ahead. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Williams will pass. Gonna take a shot. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
And the QB going with a little bit of touch, trying to feather that thing up in the air and give his receiver a chance to go up high and try to get over top of the defender. Nice job by the defense seeing the football, breaking on it, and getting the ball on the ground.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Lisa. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Looking to throw on first down. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The offense changing the play. Trying play action. It's complete on the right side. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Sellers. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Turning it on. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Gamecocks have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw on first down. He's got him. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll try the run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
One thing this team has shown early this year is not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Williams looking for a man. Fires one high and deep. Won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
That's caught. It's Sutter. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Ducks will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first two drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Quarterback may change this route. The play action fake. Quickly out to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Sellers. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it. and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Looking to throw again. Makes the grab.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12.
We always talk about yak, and that was 3rd and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Back to pass. Looking down the middle. Looking to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Gamecocks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well. Offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Texas is on the ropes, and it's like they're looking at their corner and saying, no mas. A real bloodbath today at DKR. They're trailing by 14 to Florida State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin in those... keeping an eye on it for us. Williams will pass. Finds his tight end. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the 1st down at the 41. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Ducks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. They're working that left side. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 5 wideouts spread across the field on 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. It's on target and complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive.
No gain on the play.
And here comes the punt team.
Number 18 in punt formation to kick it away.
And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far from there in Columbia. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the corner of George Rogers Boulevard and Bluff Road, Williams-Brice Stadium.
All right, Kevin, to start the second half here. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Creates a little room. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's going for a big play downfield. And he makes the catch inside the 25.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
The incomplete pass brings up 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Picked off.
3rd in Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that first down, makes the big mistake.
Pressure coming. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They
get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Works the middle of the field. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
He's got it on the outside. Turns it on down the left side. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, South Carolina.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. The inside handoff. Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a... way to do it early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Off play action on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Huffman. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. And the Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Williams looking for a man. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball. Right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. The Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it is into the end zone for a touchback. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They'll run this play from the pistol. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
The Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Listen, a lot of time, tips and deflections are because you got great eyes and vision on the quarterback. You see him release the football, break on it, you tip that thing, and make sure the receiver can't get it.
Making side adjustments here. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Sellers. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
On the snap, it's Watson. Breaks into the open. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside is 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
And after your defense just went out there and gave them a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
Facing a 3rd and long. Gives it on the option. There he goes. Oh, sweet feet. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. The 30. The 10. Touchdown, Oregon. Great job by the back on the option.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the 2nd level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
35. Oregon 7.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. Gonna run it, it's Watson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything possession. Fires to the right. It's complete. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you could just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
Turning it on. Gets it past the marker. Good pick up there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
On the direct snap, it's Daniels. Not this time. After finding running room on the previous play, nowhere to go this time around as the defense rises up. And the Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws for the tight end. And the timing just a hair off.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. With the catch, it's Sellers. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on third down.
Fourth down.
The Gamecocks need to pick it up on fourth down. Might be changing the route. On fourth down, trying to find his man. That's caught. It's Clark. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Handoff from the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It's
under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Yeah, and this defense just putting a cherry on top of the sundae. They've been all over the place. They've done a great job. Their offense has built a huge lead. We're just counting down the minutes on the clock now.
And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Oh, they're after him. Makes a catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet.
Hey, man, that was just perfect execution offensively. On a fourth down like that, if you're going to throw a completion, get the first and keep the drive alive, QB's got to be great with his eyes. He's got to throw it on time. His target has to be in the perfect place.
And the pass rush, he is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays. But this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's McFarland. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
And everybody's got different philosophies. Some people kick onside every single time. You go for the big play, try to create some momentum for your team, but they failed. A nice job covering the kick, seeing the football off the kicker's foot, securing it, getting on the ground, and making sure your offense retains the football.
And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quarterback making adjustments. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Got a man. It's Sellers. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. One more play to pad the stats. Going to take a shot on second and short. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another